G'day and welcome back to RC Model Reviews. Oh God, not another RunCam product, is it? This is the RunCam 3. I've reviewed this. Now, I did give it quite a good review. I've been using it a lot and it's been really reliable. Some people have said they had trouble with lockups and things. This is never locked up. It's just push the button and it goes. What more could I say? It's like been perfectly reliable for me, apart from the little piggy bank SD slot which I mentioned, but that's been fixed. So what's to grizzle about? Well, I'll show you some footage a little later in this video, because I have found some things that I'm not that happy with. Not deal breakers perhaps for most people, but things you should be aware of. But this video isn't about the RunCam 3. Oh, look at that. Ooh, look at that. I should set the auto exposure off, shouldn't I? But nah, damn it, never mind. This will do. So yeah, it's accessories like this. Now, one of the biggest problems I had with the RunCam, and most people do with the RunCam 3, is Session. It's got the same form factor as the GoPro Session, and it didn't come with any mounts. Well, actually, I'll tell a lie. It came with some kind of floppy damn silicon mount, which I couldn't figure out how the hell it worked. So I've probably thrown it out already. Can't see it. Probably did. And so luckily I have some quads that had GoPro Session mounts. The Shuriken quads came with GoPro Session mounts, which is great. It was really easy to use them on the Shurikens, like the X1 has this little 3D printed mount. That's what came with mine. Look at that. So that fits on there really nicely, does the biz. But what if you've got a quad, a more conventional quad, and it doesn't have a mount? Well, to date you've had to sort of mess around and make stuff up, 3D print something, or I don't know, fart around until you get something that works, because there was no other kind of mounting with it, not like the GoPro Session, which comes with its own cool little mounts. Until now, when we have RunCam have sent me some mounts. Woohoo! So here's like the little clamp mount. Really, really simple. If I can remember which round it goes. Yeah, it goes this way. Camera slides in, locks down. Bingo! Look at that, eh? Woohoo! And there you go. You've got the normal little foot there that will plug into a bunch of different mounts, and that's super cool and groovy. Now, I was quite surprised actually, because they sent me some of these, which are the curved ones for putting on crash helmets. I mean, I don't fly crash helmets, you know. So I don't know why they sent those, but they did send some flat ones as well. See that? Flat, so it goes on a flat surface. What's annoying is that the flat ones have a slightly wider footprint than the helmet ones, because I wanted to put them on my Foxtech Lightning, which, here it is, where have I put it? Here it is. Here's my Foxtech Lightning, and unfortunately the flat one is just a little too wide to fit on the Lightning. It doesn't fit between the rails up the front here, so I had to use the helmet one. It's staying on pretty good to date. I've used some of their little sticky, which is like, you know, it sticks like poo to a blanket, that stuff. So that's sticking on really nicely. And as you can see now, I can put my RunCam 3 on my Foxtech Lightning, whoops, simply by sliding it in. Come on, don't prove me a liar. Come on. Here we go. Like so. And there you go. See? And that gives me the adjustable angle. Woohoo! Depending on, whoops, make it click. Hang on, does that come? No. That's fine. Just ignore that. It's just me. So I can adjust the angle, whatever. Brilliant. Excellent. It is a nice little solution to that problem. And I don't know, RunCam, they've probably got them on their website already. This bit outside's a bit how you going, but it's great. It's a solution to the mounting problem. And it works really well because I've flown with this. And of course, you can just take the camera off like so. Ah, so sweet. Now, that's one of the mounts they give you, but they also give you this waterproof one. So if you crash a lot and tend to cry over your quad, this would be a great thing to use. But I can't see me using it on here. It becomes pretty damn big and cumbersome, pretty bulky, and I don't need to keep the water out because I don't generally fly over puddles as much as I can. There you go. So you can put your RunCam on your favourite quad now. This is, there you go. And fly to your heart's content. They also sent this. Move this out of the way so we can get a good look at this. There you go, look at that. Woo, piece of wire. No, it is a thing plugs in the side of your RunCam through the little micro USB connector. Provides power, and it provides a couple of connections to your receiver so you can start and stop video recording and take still photos. Honestly, I don't know why people would bother. SD cards are so cheap. Turn it on before you start flying, turn it off when you come down. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I'm not sure what this board is. I haven't actually, didn't come with instructions. If you want to know more about it, there will be stuff on the RunCam website, I'm sure. I will try it out, but I am just not a fan of using any HD recording camera as your primary FPV camera, which is what this is designed to do because it has video connection. This can go off to your video transmitter, and you can use this camera for your FPV camera. Don't do it, honestly. Even the best of these cameras can have a hissy fit, it can lock up, it can go to sleep, it can just reboot, and when that happens, your picture disappears either temporarily or permanently. And we've been flying out here. We had Ron was flying his big glider with the RunCam 2, and it rebooted, and all he could see was RunCam on the screen, just the logo. I had to retrieve it from him because I was a spotter, and I flew it back because he'd completely lost the video signal, or lost the picture. The video transmitter was still working, but he couldn't see a damn thing. So I had to fly it back to the point where he could see the plane, because he was a fair way away, still within line of sight. So yeah, it's just not worth the risk most of the time to run one of these things. And besides which, the latency, although it's pretty low for these, the RunCam 3's latency is quite low for a recording camera, it's still nowhere near as good as a proper FPV camera like the RunCam Mini that I've got in there. Just use the right tool for the job. Don't use this. The reason why you might use this, however, get off there, is if you're using your RunCam and doing aerial video work. You might have an FPV camera for controlling the craft. This might be your HD camera, so you have a video switch. You can switch to this. You can then pan and tilt till you get the right framing on this, and then start recording. Yeah, that'd work. So this does have a use, but don't use it as your primary FPV camera. You'll be disappointed. Sooner or later, you will. That's it. That's all they sent me, I think. One thing I do like about this, this little mount here, of course, is that because one thing that was missing also with the RunCam 3 was any kind of tripod mount. And if you're like me, I love having a little tripod, mini tripod. Let me just pull out a bit so you can see the mess on the bench. Mini tripod like this, and you can just whack your camera on there, and you can set it up for shots on the ground, or shots, second camera shots when you're doing bench stuff. It's really, really handy. But of course the RunCam 3 doesn't have any kind of screw hole for the normal camera mount. Now I've got a bunch of GoPro accessories here, because every action cam you buy has 1,000,001 of these uber cheap accessories, and I'm thinking, excuse me, that maybe that looks like a camera thing, doesn't it? So I can, yeah, I'm pretty sure I can unscrew that and screw this one on, and it'll give me a little mount for my tripod. In fact, let's see if this screws in. It should be the right thread. Ooh, there you go. So if you've got one of these tripods and one of these mounting adapters there, you've got a tripod camera out of your RunCam 3 too. Excellent. So that's it. Now I'm going to show you some footage. As I was talking about at the beginning of this video, there was something I wasn't that wasn't that impressed with the RunCam. Now the RunCam 3 does have an excellent wide dynamic range. It truly is quite good. But I think possibly because it has this glass in front of the lens, and maybe mine is just dirty, I don't know. I did clean the outside, but remember this one I had to remove the glass to fix the camera because the SD card fell inside, and I'm pretty sure I got it clean. I can't see any marks or smudges on the inside of that particular piece of glass or on the lens, but I may be wrong. But when I went out and I did some filming the other day, shining straight into the sun, it was so much glare and sort of flaring that it was pretty much unusable, which is unfortunate. And as you can see, I was trying to fly around really slow. I want to get some nice sweeping slow shots. This is with my Foxtech Lightning, no gimbal or anything like that, so it is a bit jerky, and I need to adjust the rates. I need to put more expo on for this kind of flying. But yeah, it was quite noticeable that shots into the sun were just blown out by the kind of glare, the flare that I got on this camera. Also noticed that it was quite noisy. I hadn't noticed that before. I tested, I think, in relatively low light, and I thought, that's just a function of the low light. But here we had full sunlight, and there's still quite a bit of noise in the blue sky, which is unusual. It means bit rate might be too low, sensor might be not getting enough light, not sure. So I'm going to do a lot more flying with this, a lot more testing. It's probably not going to, this isn't a GoPro session. We have to acknowledge it's not a GoPro session. It will never perform like a GoPro session. It is a fraction the price, and you get a fraction the performance. So if you want those wonderful, awesome panoramic shots with great resolution and low noise and high bit rates, then get a session. But if you want something that's tough as old boots and you can mount it on the front of your quad, and you don't give a damn if you've actually pulverized it into dust because it's only $99, then the RunCam 3 is still a damn good choice. So there you go. Thank you for watching. Comments the usual place, criticisms in the usual place. No, put the criticisms on someone else's video, not on this one. Thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Blah, 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 blah. I've got Patreon, link in the description, etc., etc. Stay tuned. Lots of videos coming up this month, and I think you'll find some of them quite enlightening. Bye for now.